I was actually talking to my oldest one.
Uh-huh.
He's my computer guy.
Oh, really?
He's my computer technological.
You're like,
he's the guy.
Why isn't this working? Yeah.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, I was going to come and we were you're doing a podcast and we were just kind of talking about it. He's like, I can't believe my dad is doing a podcast.
That's crazy. On this episode, we connect with Carl Nelson. Carl is a highly respected judge in the marching arts. He is giving us a closer look at what he and the team at CSBC are building for the community. All right, here we are with Carl Nelson. Excited to have you. Thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
When was the last time you played Connect 4?
Oh, it was probably 1979. My grandpa and I used to play all the time. It was one of those things you do. You go over for Sunday dinner, and he'd always pull out Connect 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, maybe we should have had him here. Your first question's on your first puck on your left-hand side.
Okay. Where were you born? I was born in Fullerton. Grew up in Cypress. Okay. So that's where we had a house, and my mom and dad, and that's where we were at.
Oh yeah. What was your favorite part about living in Cypress?
My dad was the band director at Cypress High School. So we had like a built-in family. And there were times even like on his birthday when the band kids would get together and they would march down the street and stop in front of the house and play Happy Birthday. Things like that. Like it was a very community, family-oriented place to grow up. And it was just a lot of fun to have that like family built in. Who got you into the pageantry world? Definitely be my dad. The joke is I was literally born into it, which I was, because he was at the time he was a high school band director at Catella High School in Anaheim, just around the corner.
Right around the corner.
And my aunt and my mom would make at the time, the tall flag costumes, the rifle costumes. Announcer for each band at the band competitions was provided by the band, and my uncle was the announcer. Wow. So it was a family, total family event. Yep, that's awesome. That's how I came into it.
So did your dad encourage you to audition for drum corps?
He used to take me to drum corps competitions. And we would go, I think the first one I went to, if I remember correctly, was 1982. And so it was, you'd go with my aunt and my uncle, my dad, and we'd sit, go to the drum corps show. That was like the night out. But I had really good friends, the Gunderson family, and I was really close with Mark Gunderson, and he was marching with Santa Clara. Wow. And we'd go to the school and watch him practice, and that's really what got me interested into it.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right, how many years of drum corps did you march? I had the privilege of marching for 3 years. So I was 90, 91, and 92.
Where at?
Santa Clara.
So what was your favorite memory of your time at SCV?
Besides the friendships that you get when you're marching and the people that you get to know, I think it was just the overall family vibe that you got from the staff. Getting to know people like Gordon Henderson, Myron Rosander, Marty Reese, Gail Royer. I mean, he was like grandpa.
Yeah.
And he took care of all of us like we were one of his own.
Yeah, you were there at the end of his era,
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, the 25th year was 92, and just being able to be involved with the activity at that time and with those people, it was pretty special.
Yeah.
How have you stayed involved after aging out? With the drum corps activity, definitely by being a judge. I decided to jump back into judging, and I did that locally with the marching band circuit here locally. And then eventually in 2009 is when I did my trial judging for DCI, and my first year was in 2010.
Awesome. Yeah. Playing a strong game already. I can feel it. So of the, I'm sure, hundreds and possibly thousands of shows that you've gotten to adjudicate, have you had any special memory out of any of those?
Prelims, at World Championships, in 2017, was that special? Absolutely. But I feel lucky to be able to step on the field or be in the box to see all the performances, because the performers they're just amazing. Yeah. And to be able to share that with colleagues and friends and my judging family, they're all pretty special. Yeah. So I don't know that I could put a finger on one, but I will say that in 2017 for prelims, that was pretty awesome.
Special.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What is the process of becoming a DCI judge like? Well, that actually has evolved over the years. When I first started, the process was you got in touch with who the judge coordinator was, showed your interest, they had you do things locally, they evaluate your commentary, they evaluate your scoring, and then they give you feedback, and then if you pass at the time, then you're in the next year. Now it's a little bit different, where there's a different process of going through submitting tapes or commentary, I should say, not tapes anymore, but digital files, and they listen to that, they evaluate that, and then they in turn move you and progress you through the training process. So it's definitely evolved from when I first started, and I think definitely for the better.
That's it. You had to do it to me. I knew it. I knew it. The second I put it down and I looked up and I saw your eyes light up.
I was like, hey.
Yeah. Oh, man, rookie mistake. So what would you say is the biggest misconception about judging?
You see and hear so many things out there in social media and people sitting in the stands. People think that judges are like elitist, that there's no one better or that knows more, when in reality we are there for everyone. We're almost like the middleman. We only can do what we see and hear, and I think that the challenge for us is to be the biggest fan. We're the biggest fan of every drum corps that comes out that night. We can only evaluate what we see and hear.
Right.
And I think that's people get caught up in that. Oh, there's a favorite, or there's well, they scored this way last night, they're going to score that way again. Things like that. And that's not the case. We can only, we judge the show of the night, and the best one is where it is. Yeah. And that's what's unique about it, is you can look at a caption and numbers tell a story. You can look at a recap, look at a caption, and it might not always line up. It probably shouldn't always line up. Where everybody is getting the same ordinals and things like that. So like it's one of those things where we're the biggest fan, and we just want get those performers to keep giving it to us.
Yeah, I mean it just wouldn't change. Nothing would change then. If it was just like all the ordinals stayed the same and everything, it would just be monotonous at that point. Why are we even competing?
Exactly. Yeah. And if we all do our job, then like I said, the numbers do truly tell a story.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fascinating.
That's awesome. What is a project that you worked on?
So 4 years ago, I started with the California State Band Championships, and it's a marching band circuit that's here in primarily Southern California. And our goal is create a true state championship. So we started that project when I came on board to really push that opportunity for performances up and down the state. Then to participate, obviously, in the championships when it comes time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's been exciting.
Do you have any tips for someone wanting to become a judge?
Start with your local circuit and pick what you think is your strength. I really love marching band. That's really my passion. So I went to the local marching band circuit and trialed and became a judge with them. Whatever it might be, what your passion is, start there. Every circuit will have something for you. You're gonna find out which caption you like, which one you're more comfortable with, which one challenges you, and you'll get to network, meet other judges, other people, and it'll really help you to understand the activity even more.
What's a project that you're currently working on?
The Marching Arts Experience. And that is a one-day event that we bring in clinicians and speakers for several different tracks. We have it for the directors, staff members, performers, on-field clinics where we have a group of 3 judges that will be working with groups hands-on. Your booster president or booster board could come to a session where they talked about, you know, what is everyone dealing with and how are they dealing with it.
That's like actually a huge part of making the program function, and I feel like that's a part that doesn't get a lot of attention. I mean, it gets a lot of attention within the program, but doesn't get a lot of help, information.
Exactly, and that's what we found. And in meeting with them, we really found out that, you know, they craved that, you know, what do we do? I'm a freshman parent, or I'm a junior parent, or whatever. I've never been involved in the board. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's
you know,
so
it was something that was really opened our eyes as to what, you know, where we could take it. And then that night we culminate the evening with our first event of the CSBC season. So we kind of tie it all together. And that's just a preview where there's commentary only, no scores. But the marching arts experience has really grown. We morphed it this year into what we called the musical arts experience. And we had master classes that were all done by instrument. So it was an interesting way for us to transition into things. And it definitely gave us an opportunity to see what people in California were craving. You know, what did the kids want and what was engaging to the kids? And so that project has really, really flourished and given us an opportunity to look to the future at what we can provide here in the state. It's really cool because it really promotes a community, a community vibe, and the kids get to see other performances, and you know, it was pretty cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
What is something unique CSBC offers to its participants?
In 2019 was probably our highest attendance. And part of the things that we really look at is making sure that we keep the fans engaged, keep the audience engaged. We did online voting. So you could vote for your favorite group. We'd post a picture of a group, and then the parents could go in and support them by liking that picture. So we had an award for that. That also had a cash donation to the program that won. Now in state championships, we actually have cash prizes that are donated back to the groups.
That's awesome.
So that's, I think, unique for us. And I think that there are groups that have really latched onto that as being a way to, it motivates the kids. Money can be a motivator, but they also know that it helps their programs. And we feel like it's giving back to them. You know, they participate in our events, they come out and support us and what our product is. And so we give back by doing that.
That's great.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about CSBC?
You know, that family aspect, you know, to me, makes it even more fun. Sure, it's competitive. And sure, there are people that are coming, you know, because, you know, they think they can win or they want to win, but I think that, you know, the whole aspect of the circuit itself, everyone is in it for the activity, and that makes it really special.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are CSBC's potential plans for 2021?
So right now, 2021, we're moving forward at providing in-person events. We are looking at having competitive opportunities, and in the event that we need to have something that's more along the lines of comments only, or something that is a hybrid, then that is one of the things I think that we do best is we're able to look at the needs of the activity, and we can provide that. So that's the goal for field in 2021. We are a partner circuit for WGI for CSBC Wins, which will be coming in the winter of 2022. And also along with that, we're going to be offering solo and ensemble opportunities. Anyone can submit.
Yeah, any individual could go and
absolutely
try to join and be part of those competitions.
Yep, absolutely.
That's great. So long term, what is CSBC's plan?
Our goal is to be statewide and provide that opportunity for programs all across the state by region, and have representation. Once we get to our championships, it is a true state championship with representation from all across the state.
That's great. What would you recommend to directors entering competitive marching band?
Do your research. There are so many different opportunities out there for your program, and just because when you were in high school band, if you were in high school band here locally, you went to a specific circuit, that might not be the best one for your current group. So know your resources, know what type of a program you have, what level your kids are at. Look at how can you best expose them to an opportunity to perform and be successful and have fun. I mean, sometimes I think that we lose that. I was once an instructor myself, designer. It's competitive. That's part of the activity. But I think that we lose sight of having fun and know your resources, have fun, enjoy it, and it can still be educational.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
I think that for me, it would be knowing what we're offering with Cal State Band Champs. So if you go to Instagram, you can go to Cal State Band Champs. Facebook, it's Cal State Band Champs. California State Band Championship Series is what that stands for, and our website. So both of those would be great opportunities to know who we are and what we provide. And our website also has news posts that we put up as well. So.
And what is your handle?
So I'm Carl Nelson 9092 on Instagram, and I do a lot of sharing of things. I put a lot of things out there, but it's a lot of my family. Awesome. I'll be honest.
A lot of baseball, huh?
A lot of baseball. That's my youngest one, yes.
That's awesome.
And my eldest one's at University of Arizona, so You'll see those too.
Awesome. So you can do the honors and
all right.
pull this little slab right here.
Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the pastime link for more marching arts content.